Ladies and gentlemen, Behind the Line proudly presents to you another exciting edition of the Woke! Turning on the Woke! This episode is brought to you by the Diversity Deputies. Are you demanding student loan forgiveness because you belong to a marginalized group? Has your asshole employer removed diversity, equity, and inclusion policies in an obvious attempt to give future opportunities to the white man? If you need soldiers to stand with you in solidarity, contact the Diversity Deputies. Diversity Deputies are highly trained in creating fake racism to exploit white guilt. We are proficient in turning your fake outrage into a sympathy job with a livable wage. Contact us today at 1-800-DIVERSITY. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Poor Target, or as women from the trailer park prefer to call it, Target. Right now, Target is being brutally attacked from all sides, and it is absolutely destroying their business. For starters, Target employees are outraged, and it's not because the corporate office in the Islamic Republic of Minneapolis recently made the decision to lay off 1,800 workers, which, by the way, if Target executives are watching this video, listen to this valuable wisdom from Uncle KC. If you want to have a chance to survive, you need to get your corporate offices out of that Islamic dump immediately. Anyway, Target employees, they're not upset about the layoffs. They're upset about something far more sinister. Recently, Target implemented a new policy called the 10-4 program. You are not going to believe what Target is requiring of their oppressed employees. If a customer service associate is standing within 10 feet of the only customer in the store, Target is demanding that the employee make eye contact, smile, and wave at the customer. Hey there, welcome to Target! If an employee is within 4 feet of a customer, they have to personally greet the customer and initiate a helpful interaction. Hi, my name is Chad Thundercock. I'm wearing a tuck-friendly bathing suit. Would you like to try one on? All kidding aside, Target employees are aggravated because they are being required to greet customers and treat them with respect. Look, if you have ever worked in retail, which Uncle Casey has, you already know that dealing with the general public sucks. When I was in college, I worked at Radio Shack for 18 months. It was the worst 18 months of my life. People treat you like shit. You're answering ridiculous questions all day. Hey, Sonny, I need a battery for my hearing aid. What type of battery, sir? I don't know, you tell me. Sir, do I look like a fucking magician? So, I get it. I understand the frustration, but I also understand what Target is trying to do. They are trying to differentiate themselves from other retailers. They are trying to differentiate themselves from other service-oriented jobs by offering superior customer service. And it shouldn't take much because customer service has become a relic of a bygone era. I don't know if you guys have noticed this. In recent years, there has been a massive decline in customer service. Recently, I changed my internet from Mediacom to AT&T. One of the reasons I made the change, besides the fact that AT&T is significantly faster, one of the reasons I made the change, the sales rep from AT&T, he was not only friendly, he also had a firm grasp of the English language. When he spoke, I could understand him. When I called their 800 number, the person I was speaking with was located in Nashville, Tennessee. The day they installed the fiber, a local AT&T rep came to my studio to introduce himself, gave me his personal number, said if I had any problems, don't call the 800 number, just shoot him a text message. I had Mediacom for almost 15 years. I never met a single rep. And every time I called, I got Mahmood over in Pakistan. So I understand what Target is doing. They are trying to differentiate themselves by offering superior customer service. The question is why? Like I said earlier, Target is being attacked from all sides. Over 2 years ago, normal mothers quit shopping at Target. Soccer moms were absolutely mortified when they walked into the store and saw Chad Thundercock wearing a bikini. As you guys know, the entire month of June has been set aside to celebrate Woke Christmas. We have one day to honor and celebrate the veterans in our military, but we have 30 days set aside to celebrate Wiener. In 2023, Target felt like 30 days just wasn't enough. Why celebrate and embrace the woke wiener for 30 days when you can spank the wanker for 6 consecutive weeks? May of 2023, Target made the decision to launch their celebration of Pride early. We are celebrating our diversity. We are acknowledging our equity. We are all about our inclusion. As it turns out, normal people were not shopping for diversity at Target. They weren't searching for discount deals on equity. Normal people were shopping at Target for cheap clothes and trinkets. Target's dedication to the woke wiener, along with their decision to have Chad Thundercock modeling tuck-friendly bathing suits, these decisions pissed off American mothers. If you have ever been married or had a long-term girlfriend, then you already know one thing women do a lot better than men. Women can hold a grudge. They never forget how you make them feel. In the last few years, Target has lost nearly 50% of its value. 3 years ago, Target shares were trading for over $240. Today, that number is down to a cool $87. Now, to their credit, Target did realize the error of their ways. Earlier this year, Target made the decision to eliminate their diversity programs. Instead of the children's section featuring letters like DEI or LGBT, the children's section in Target today features ABC and 1, 2, 3. But here's the problem. And this is the reason you should stay away from politics. If you're the NFL, NBA, if you're in the business of entertainment, or if you're a major retailer and you're thinking about embracing either side of the political aisle, look at what happened to Cracker Barrel. Look at what happened to Bud Light and Target. This is the reason you should stay away from politics. You see, when Target eliminated their diversity programs, when they distanced themselves from the woke fungus, I'm sure some pissed off mothers returned to shopping at Target. But I would imagine a lot of them didn't. To make matters worse, once Target eradicated the woke fungus, it naturally pissed off deacons at Woke United Methodist. Since January, woke activist groups have organized an ongoing boycott of Target. They have demanded that people belonging to marginalized groups refuse to shop at Target. Now, keep in mind, Target has publicly committed to investing $2 billion into Black-owned businesses. They have already invested over $100 million in Black community organizations. But as is always the case with woke activists, it's never enough. Moms boycotted Target because the retailer was trying to indoctrinate their kids. Woke activists are boycotting Target because they are no longer indoctrinating the children. Someone please make it make sense. Believe it or not, this woke boycott, it's actually working. This year alone, Target stock has declined 43%. During the third quarter, their profit declined 19%. Sales were down 2.7%, and Target has seen sales declines every quarter of 2025. This is what happens when you make the mistake of being political. Throughout most of my life, politics was a nuisance that we had to deal with every 4 years. No one really cared about the midterms. No one cared about some doofus in the House of Representatives. Every 4 years, we paid attention to the presidential election, and after that, we didn't talk or think about politics for another 4 years. I remember when I was a child, I asked my dad who he was voting for. Not only did he refuse to tell me, he also told me to never ask that question again. He said voting was private for a reason. You shouldn't ask people who they vote for, and you shouldn't go out of your way to discuss politics. For most of my 40 years, that's how it was in America. But over the last 5, maybe 10 years, politics has infiltrated every aspect of American culture. I used to be able to buy Nike without having to wonder what activist organizations they were supporting financially. Women used to be able to shop at Target without having to worry about their child asking them, "Why are there rainbows everywhere?" 5 years ago, when the mainstream media convinced corporations that it's cool to be woke, a lot of these major corporations bit into that shit sandwich, and most of them suffered the consequences. Bud Light never recovered. Nike, struggling. Cracker Barrel, struggling. And Target has never recovered. I often hear people complain that the country is divided. You want to know why the country is divided? Because politics has went from being something that was dealt with every 4 years to being something that is discussed every day. Politics are divisive by design. It is designed to incite your emotions. You should be able to shop at Target without having to worry about political issues. Nowadays, if you want to go shopping, you got to make your way through the peaceful protesters just to get into the damn store. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys tomorrow.